Hello, it's me, mayohosko. I've got a sore throat right now, but I've got the energy inside of me, so we're still going to do this. Hey, Hobbing.
Good evening, Mayo. Good evening, everyone. I believe Owen was up in the chat. Yep.
Yeah. And it's now daylight saving here.
Oh,
hey,
wonderful.
Hey, Alexandria. Yeah, I just need to get my water bottle, keep up my fluids. Ever since I woke up, I've been coughing, trying to get the phlegm out of me. And so now I've got a spit jar.
Oh.
But I feel as high energy as ever after a good night's rest.
Attaboy, my man Mayo.
Because
right.
when I was sick 3 weeks ago, it completely took the energy out of me.
Yeah. Blue up in the comments. Hi, how are you?
Hey, Blue.
I'm just cutting open my bags for the build here.
Yeah, because I just need to get all of my stuff ready. I've been watching Futurama season 13 on Disney Plus on and off again for the past 3 days.
Nice.
Yeah. As well as watching my friends on YouTube and watching my friends' streams and doing that live stream with Heather, who's now in the chat.
Hi, TNC Heather.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming by.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep up my fluids, and I've got all different types of pills on me, so the show will go on, and people are already wishing me a speedy recovery. So thank you, guys. And hello, the Quarter Brick J. Good to see you here. You can catch the Quarter Brick J on one of the best streams in the community. Good morning, Brick World.
I got my fluids, I got my coffee, and I got some flavored waters. I got bag one of the builds done last week before everything took a hairy canary fit.
Yeah, I think I woke up feeling bad just because when your body is horizontal, that's when you have the most phlegm in your body. But I'm sure as the day goes on, as I stand up more, the phlegm will get out of my body.
Right. I'm building. Me and Mayo are both building set 40819, the giant octan. But this is bag one from the octan one here.
Yeah, and I already finished the bag one on part one when we attempted this stream this time last week, but Hobby's computer crashed.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm sure as the more I talk throughout this stream, my voice will get slowly better. Hey, Dina.
Dina. Hi, Dina.
Yeah, you know, I was actually talking to my parents when they were sick too, and they said that the phlegm hangs in your throat more because your body is horizontal. But as you stand up, as you stand up and breathe, eventually it circulates out of your body. So I'm hoping science and I'm hoping science and the biology does its job today. Yeah, because I was going to go live earlier in the day actually, try build more of the Nigel Mansell car, but then I fell asleep because I've been going days recently, less than hours sleep per day because I go to sleep when my body tells me to.
Right.
Yeah, but anyway, here's me.
All right, I got my little racer guy set up here.
You got one of the Octan sets. Let's get full screen on that bad boy.
Yeah. I
Come
am
on.
flipping to page 14.
Can we get a close up of that?
Oh, the Octan racer looking guy, yeah.
Oh, that's one of the poly bags. That's not a vintage set.
That's right.
Yeah, I would have been more impressed if it was from the 90s, like some of the cars in my city.
I'm sorry, they're still in storage.
Yeah, so you got a printed 2x4 white tail with the Octan logo.
Mm-hmm.
I might have to
Very
get a
nice.
bunch of those. I might have to get a bunch of those on Bricks and Pieces if they sell them.
Oh, that would be nice, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so we didn't. So, do you remember the 3 questions, Hobby?
Absolutely. What, from last time?
Yeah.
Our first Octan set is the only question I remember.
No, I'm talking about the three questions I ask of all of my stream guests.
No, I don't remember.
How did the week go? Did you buy any Lego, and do you have any news about your social media or your collection?
This is the only news about the collection, other than it's all in storage. Social media is, just slow in coming. And life-wise, well, I'm kind of living in a camper right now, so I'm renovating my basement to move into there. And then today, my dad fell off a little footstool and hurt his knee. So that's pretty much about it. Haven't really done too much automotive stuff lately. So yeah. Sorry, not a lot of news in the hobby hooligan realm.
Yeah. So, and actually, I remembered that I forgot to edit the description of this stream. God damn it!
You can do that. You can do that now if you want.
Yeah. But I don't think it'll come up. I don't think it'll come up now.
Oh,
But
true.
do you want me to link your YouTube or your Instagram?
The YouTube, please. Yeah.
Okay. You got 126 subscribers.
Oh, nice.
So go subscribe.
I thought it was close to like 130.
Go subscribe to Hobby Hooligan.
Yeah, please do, everyone.
And we're gonna put that, and I'm gonna pin that comment. Oh, actually, you know what? I just went to the browser and I saw that YouTube already updated the description, which is nice. Okay, cool.
Wow,
Nice.
that's pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, this guy's got to go on here.
Yeah. So last time you were trying to tell us what your first Octan set was.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure it was the 4 wide by the 8 or 10 long, and it had like these wheels on it. And it was the Octan racer. And then there was the tanker truck. I don't know if they came together or not, but the fuel truck, that was the one I was telling you about.
Yeah, we were talking.
Octan
we were talking.
truck, yeah.
We were talking about the gas stop shop from 1995.
Yeah.
Actually, I need to go get a brick separator.
Oh, your set came with one, didn't it?
Well, I've moved locations, so maybe the viewers will like to know a little bit of a backstory about your experience with the gas stop shop.
Well, yeah. So I had the octan tanker truck, but it was like the first gen 4 wide, and then a little race car, 8 long 4 wide, and then there was another one that had these cars with that chassis. It's the 4x6 chassis there, and it just takes the little wheels. I had this little base plate with the gray base plate with like the 1, 2, 3 on it for the starting line. That was my first introduction to octan and city racer type stuff.
Well, if you're talking about a tanker and a racer, those were two sets sold separately at the beginning in 1992.
Yeah, those
Yeah,
were
but
probably them.
You were talking about last time how you had the gas stop shop from 1995.
Yeah, I got thinking. I don't know if it was the gas stop. I think it was a racing 1, 2, 3 starting line.
Yeah, there was I think two. No, there were 3 octane racetrack finish lines. The first was Victory Cup races with the go-karts. The second was the checkered flag 500, and
I don't know. The one I had this size of car in it.
yeah. So if it was that size of car, it would have been It would have been the Victory Cup races with the go-kart scale.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and so the checkered flag 500 came with some desert rally cars, and then the fast track finish.
In the chat.
And then the fast track finish came with the Formula One style. Hey, Johnny.
The longer ones, yeah. Yeah, Johnny G.
I don't care. We've been planning this. Who cares? I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
but just in case anybody missed it, we're building set 40819, the octan racer.
Because I actually schedule my streams weeks in advance, Johnny. I don't know when other people are going live if they don't schedule their own stuff weeks in advance.
And I mean, if I watched every stream, I would love, which I normally do. That's why I don't build as much, because I'm just too busy watching, living vicariously through everyone else building. But this time, I figured, you said you had this set, and I thought this got to be the best person to build an octan set with is mayohosko. Who better to build an octan set with, right?
Yeah. And also, my audience is different from other people's audience, so I'm sure they don't mind.
Yeah, I feel you have a very vast audience.
I'm just saying, I go for a wide appeal. Some people just stream purely for their inner sanctum.
No, I don't have that set either.
I don't. Where are these pieces? Where are these pieces? Okay. Is there another bag 3? Yes, everyone, don't forget to smash the like button.
Oh yeah, did I do that? Yes, I did.
Oh yeah, there's another bag 3, which I didn't open.
Oh, one of the small bags inside the bag?
No, it was a big one I left in the box.
Okay, I'm trying to push this red tab down. I don't think it goes down. I think it just sits there, and then the next step goes on top. Has anyone built one of these before?
Yeah. And speaking of streamers who don't have the same audience, oh, there's what? Hang on.
That makes sense. That makes some sense to me. That is some hot coffee and very delicious. Oh, we get to build the belt now. Oh, wait, darn it. I put them together backwards. Oh no. What did I do that for? The first mess up of the stream?
Yeah, the instructions are kind of deceiving.
Well, no, I didn't pay attention to down here. And when I put it together, that they.
It looks like for the torso, which we're both building right now, it's a 1x3 brick, but actually it's just the 1x2x3 slopes on its side.
Oh no! What I did is I put my front panel on the wrong side. I got two flying through it, and I wasn't paying attention to the fact the instructions tell you to put the blue dots to the front.
Exactly. That's one of the quirks of building sets on a live stream, because I don't think anyone has ever streamed themselves building a Lego set if they didn't check themselves over an hour or them forgetting about something.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite part. Like, so technically, what I was achieving was I was putting his pants on backwards or his shirt on backwards. That's funny.
I really like that printing.
Oh
right
yeah,
there.
there's the nice octan. Isn't that nice? Yeah.
Yeah,
Way
and so
better than a sticker.
Yeah, so I was actually watching. Well, I was watching for a couple minutes a stream before I went to bed, and by a couple minutes I mean less than 10 minutes. I got a notification from someone who doesn't upload a lot of stuff, and the only people in their chat was a repository of people who have distanced themselves from us. And I'm not going to name names, and I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to name names because that would be rude. But you see friendship circles of outcasts or exiles or pariahs sometimes on social media.
Exactly.
And then you think more about it, and it's like, that's probably why they're all together and only them, because they choose not to be with the masses.
Right.
Now, I've tried to build myself as a man of the people because I enjoy being a man of the people, and other people enjoy talking to me and asking me questions about stuff. And I provide some level of entertainment, which means I have 9 viewers here. Like if I wasn't a man of the people, I would probably have about 3 viewers. But I have 200% more because I've built myself as a man of the people, because I follow analytics all the time, just as much as a racing team keeps track of the numbers for how fast their cars are going. And I've realized that if you can get 1%, if you can get 1% of all your subscribers watching your streams, then you're doing something right.
I like that.
And right now I've got about
Okay, this part almost looks like I'm about to build a tree.
Yeah. And right now I've got 9.5. Sorry, I've got 0.95% of my viewers watching right now. So life is good.
Nice.
I'm gonna put the lights on so I can get rid of some of this glare. Yeah. So what are some people saying in chat? Owen's filming some videos about his mocks. People are wishing me good health. Yes, we're building the upscaled octan minifigure. Some people getting really hyped about the Santa that's coming out in the same scale. But
I still kind of wish I would have gotten the pirate.
I'm not. Yeah, I much prefer to build sets on streams than mocks on streams, Owen. I mean, I probably sound like a lot of the deep-throated people on the radio right now, but you might notice in the last 20 minutes that my voice has gotten slowly better because of the science I was talking about. Yes, everyone should definitely go get some coffee if they need a caffeine boost right now. Personally, I use Mountain Dew to get my caffeine, and when I don't have Mountain Dew, I drink Pepsi Max instead.
Oh, nice. I used to drink that. Now I drink just coffee. I like my coffee. He said he drinks 3 scoops of instant coffee in what did he say? 10 millimeters of milk. But how much water do you put? How much water do you brew with that? Is it a pot of coffee, or is that like just one mug size coffee?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but the reason why American coffee sucks is because you put too much water. You put too much water in it.
I find that fairly true. Yeah, in a lot of cases.
The reason why Australia ran Starbucks out of our country is because we have the best coffee culture in the world. We invented the flat white. We invented a McCafe. We invented a McCafe for a McDonald's. And that's because all of the European immigrants that came out after the war in the 20th century, they brought their exquisite coffee with them and created a coffee pot of all the best coffee in the world. Because the
250 milliliter cup half full with 3 teaspoons of coffee with 10 millimeters of milk. So what that is more or less of an espresso if it's warm, or a cap. If it's
that's a good way.
If it's
that's
colder.
a good way. That's a good way of saying it, Jay.
That's a on coffee, Owen. I could probably stomach that.
Yeah. So Starbucks does well in almost every other country in the world, but not here.
Not here. I'm sorry. Maybe in other towns, but not nowhere no I've ever lived. There's been fewer Starbucks than there are other coffee shops, and the other coffee shops offer just about the same thing, just a little different. You know what I mean? Depending on where you go, everybody's got their little twist. Plus, it's Canada. We do Tim Hortons, or like
Yes.
some people know from rural areas, Coffee Time, and Coffee Time has some strong coffee. So they don't have espresso or any fancy sugary dooley doos, which some people appreciate that. They don't want to go there and wait behind the people that are getting all their fancy dancy pumpkin spice.
Wait,
I don't
so
mind.
so does that mean that you drink coffee at the Coffee Time podcast?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, whether I can tune in or not, but definitely when I tune in, I'm drinking coffee.
No,
And,
I no.
and
What I
the rest of the day as well.
no, what I mean by that is, do they sell coffee to you?
Drive safe, Heather. Sorry, what? Come again?
What I mean is, do they sell coffee to you?
Does who sell coffee to me? Yeah, anyone, everyone.
Does the Coffee Time podcast sell coffee to you?
Oh no, but yes, Cal one time had a promo for this coffee thing, and I'm dying to try it.
Yeah, well, because the reason I said that is because I didn't know there was a coffee chain called Coffee Time. Who used the name first, that chain or the podcast?
Oh, probably the chain.
So they could. So if they really wanted to, they could sue the Coffee Time podcast in the court of law.
No, only if they were making money or something, maybe off of it, or infringing off of their things. Oh, what is somebody messaging me? How do I watch it? Oh, I have to send this guy the link, I guess.
Yeah.
So he can watch.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna send the police to their house. Their address is 742 Evergreen Towers, and their other address is 63 Spooner Street, and their other address is 123 Sesame Street. And their other address is 64 Zoo Lane. And their other address is 1900 Help Street.
Who are you talking about?
I'm just thinking of all of the different addresses from TV or memes.
Oh, and can Mayo show us his best bios in that display box of figs, Sportsman, Octan, Mayo Nights? Mayo 63 Spooner Street is an actual address. Yes, it is, but they're also from movies. Mayo lives rent free in your dreams. I mean, in Johnny G's dreams.
Wow.
Oh, did I misread that? Sorry, Johnny G. I'm not the greatest in reading. Just kidding. So I believe what he was asking is if Owen could come on and show us some of his minifigs, which would be just fine by me. If you wanted to let him come on, that's okay.
No,
I might be a little behind on the chat.
No, we've been planning this just us, and so it will be the just us today.
That is just fine by me, buddy boy.
And that's because your computer. And that's because your computer is working fine right now.
Flawlessly, yeah. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I got my Watching, please. Yeah, look at that. That's a good looking set of thongs or whatever they are. Oh, now we're on to the next part. This looks tricky. I don't like it.
Yeah, that's
Four
fake.
of these.
Yeah, that's fake.
Mm-hmm.
That's fake news. I like Owen as much as the next guy, but Hobby was the one that actually requested that we build this set together because we both have it.
Yeah.
So I guess you just wanted an opportunity to build this, and you know that I'm always after people to build Lego with on streams.
Yeah.
So it was a win. It was a win-win for. It was a win-win for the both of us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was a win-win for the hooligan. Yeah, for sure. Because
And I'm not.
I get the.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if that's one of your friends, but hello, Ogs Lappy 613.
Yeah, OG slaps you 613. Yo, what's up? What's up, Nicholas?
Are they one of your friends?
Yeah, he's one of my friends. He lives close to me here.
Well,
We do
welcome
RC
to
stuff together.
well, welcome to the mayohosko channel. And if
Yes,
you haven't
you have entered.
and if you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and you'll see me building lots of Lego with my friends on streams like this.
You have some train stuff too, don't you?
Oh, trains! I like trains.
Yeah, you're not just Lego. You actually have a love for trains. I know that about you for sure. All right,
Yeah.
bag four. It's gonna get loud.
Also, hello, RC. We're building Octan.
Yo, what up, Richard? Welcome, welcome. Hey, yo.
Yeah, so your first two Octan sets were the Formula One racer and the gas transit truck from 1992. Well, my first Octan set was probably the tanker from 2010.
Oh, yeah, that one was cool.
Yeah, and I thought it was cool because it had a small tiny fuel pump on the side.
Mm-hmm.
See, because
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Because like the hose piece from the fire truck one, kind of.
Yes, it had that hose piece in it.
Totally.
Yeah.
I don't think because I had that.
Yeah, I don't think there was one included in the gas.
No.
In the gas transit.
Now we go light green, dark green.
So
green some more. Because
I grew up with my brother's collection, who collected Lego before Octan came out. I grew up with printings.
Oh, really?
I grew up with printings for Shell before Octan. I grew up with Shell before Octan. So my brother had a Formula.
Oh, the Shell. Okay, I remember. I think I had one of those.
Yeah, so my brother had a Formula 3. My brother had a Formula 3 race car in the Shell, for the Shell team.
Cool. So do you remember when Shell did a promo, they had these little boxes with a couple of sets? I ended up getting a couple of those when I was little, and I kept those in box for so long. So I built them and then put them in with my.
So you're talking about the ones from the late 90s?
Yes, it was a Shell exclusive. You could only
Yeah.
get like at Shell gas station.
Yeah, because they made
That was cool.
because they made a whole bunch of the impulse buy sets, and then they made a car wash, a service station that came on the 216 by 16 road, single lane base plates. They came. There was a convenience store that you could attach to it. I only have the
cool.
car. I only have the car wash from that because that was sold at Lego Shop at Home until 2005. That car wash.
Yeah.
So RC went to a convention.
Yes, a mock convention. I see, or sounds like he said.
And New Hashima was there.
Yeah. Building it up. Octan style. Did I already do that step? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh no. Okay, we're good. I'm okay. I'm all right. I got this.
Yeah, for those who don't know, there's an Instagram account about New Hashima.
Oh, cool.
That I'd suggest people check out if they've never seen New Hashima at a convention.
Sorry, he's not home right now. Leave a message and he'll call you back. See, that brick just fell right off.
Yeah. So those were our first memories with Octan sets. But what were, and I was trying to ask you last week, but what's your favorite memory with Octan? Oh yeah, sorry. Sorry. I got your answer. It was when you opened one of your. Actually, no, sorry, no, that was with another person. I'll let you answer.
I think mine would have to be like me and a friend of mine from, what do you call that, grade school, grades 1 through 8. We always used to meet up on the weekends and do Lego. And he had a lot of that city stuff. He was the city guy. I had the space stuff. And he had a lot of the Octan stuff. I can't remember anything specifically, but he had like all the cool stuff when it came to city and town.
So you would bring your space stuff over to his house, and you would play with the both of your sets.
Yeah, and vice versa. Like sometimes he would come to my place and bring his stuff, but it was nice being able to step into a whole other universe. You know what I mean? And I've kind of just continued to do that throughout my Lego career.
Well, that sounds like when Alex Nunes talked about how his friends both had the space sets, and they would go to each other's houses. They would combine all their space sets together from the early 90s, mainly Space Police 2, Ice Planet, M-Tron, and they would have space wars with each other.
Yeah, that's kind of similar to what we would do. I don't know space wars, but just different scenarios for sure. Oh, this is going to be a big step. They got lots of bricks coming in here. Ole. Step 85.
Well, I think my favorite memory of Octan was the fact that I was a child of Octan just before Lego ended their relationship with Shell. And so I remember the three Octan sets I owned. Yeah, I remember the three Octan sets I owned was the tanker from 2010, which I talked about, but also the yellow cargo train from 2010 had an Octan rail tanker, and then the city garage set from 2012 that had an Octan fuel pump, and I remember putting all of them into my city at the time, just as I got my hobby table, which was 6x4 foot, and I remember putting them all on the table together and using them in different parts in my city.
Nice.
But and now, because I remember all of that, that's why I'm trying to build up the raceway complex, as I call it, that has the Victory Lap Raceway by Shell. And in my plans, I have an Octan service station. I have an Octan service station that will be next to it. So when you drive on the road, you always see competing oil brands operating service stations on the different sides of the road to compete with each other.
Cool.
So we're
also
gonna
in the comments, Richard says he's got a good train video for you, so keep an eye out for that one.
Yeah, well, you know,
he says classic 5956. What's that one?
Well, you know,
That sounds familiar.
I'm subscribed, so I'll see that whenever you upload it. And so I'm trying to repair my Victory Lap Raceway for the Raceway complex. So I think I'm going to take the time now that I've sorted my pieces better since I built that. I think I'm going to rebuild it to make it more stable.
He's made it better. Now it's not so sad. Oh, that's cool and nifty and just crazy and intriguing. I've got a leg. Yeah, it looks like the right leg. Beautiful. On to the next one.
Nice. I'm still at the end of bag 3. What bag are you on?
I am at the end of bag 4. Or coming up on the end of bag 4. I'm just finishing. Yeah. I do kind of have another story though.
Yeah.
So
please.
The friend that I would go over to on the weekend, he had this really cool old the docks with the cranes and the big ships and the boats and stuff. Dockside, some kind of dockside thing.
Was
like
it? Were they
90s.
from? Yeah, were they from the early 90s?
They kind of would have had to have been. So keep in mind, yes, because I'm an 83 born baby, so it would have to be kind of like 90s, anywhere in the 90s. But it would have been like, you know, the first rendition of it. And he had all the docks and these cranes and a bunch of boats. It was just so awesome. Yeah. But my most core Lego memory is one Christmas I got a non-related set. It was actually a like 176 M-Tron scooter or something like that, an M-Tron surveillance scooter type ship. And my dad built it for me. And no sooner did he build it, and it took him like over an hour, or at least an hour. I took it apart and rebuilt it into whatever else was on the back of the box. And he was kind of like, "What are you doing? I just built that." He didn't quite understand what Lego was yet and how that worked. If you're taking it apart, I just built that. Well, yeah, I got to take it apart if I want to build the next thing.
So, how many minutes do you think you played with the main model for?
I checked out the functions, probably 20 minutes. Yeah. By the time he looked back over, it was a pile of bricks again. You know what I mean? Looking back on that, I felt kind of bad that I did that. But like as a kid, I was like, yeah, that's what you do, Dad. That's how you do it.
Well, that would have been a good creative education.
Mm-hmm. It really was. Like that was my go-to. I always built the model that the first instruction said, and then when you get to the back of the instructions or on the back of the box, sometimes they would have. I'm checking to see if this has anything. It doesn't. It would have different builds that were in the sets, right? Different sets you could get that were part of that theme, right? None of them have it. Okay, but yeah, on the back of our old retro sets, there would be pretty much a promotion for other sets or different variations of this build that you just did. I don't know why, but I always tried to build them just to see if I liked it.
Yeah. Yeah, I was never really into building the alternate builds on the backs of boxes because there were no instructions. But now I use the alternate builds on the back of instructions and boxes through websites
Yeah,
like
rebrickable stuff like that.
no, from websites like back of the builds, at back of the box builds.com.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, to get inspiration for some of my mocks, and sometimes they actually people actually create their own instructions of their interpretation of how the builds from the back of the boxes are built. They've actually
Cool.
There are some people on backoftheboxbuilds.com who have reverse engineered how they think those alternate builds were built. So
That's really cool.
if you're an AFOL, I would strongly suggest go check out backoftheboxbuilds.com and see if there's any alternate builds from sets that you like, and see if there are instructions to build that stuff. Because I would much rather I would much rather do that than go to Rebrickable.
Oh yeah, Octan Racer leading the way. I haven't put his pieces together yet. I'm gonna kind of save them to do like a fun part. I have all these body parts that I'll just glue together near the end, and hopefully I remember how it's supposed to go.
Hobbies ahead of me because I'm the one who's managing the stream, so I'm going a little bit slower, seeing what people are saying.
But yeah, I'm just a little bit ahead of him. So I just opened bag 5, and are you into bag 4 yet?
Yeah, I just started building bag 4, so you're about a bag in front of me. Want to say each bag so far has taken about 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah, and we're both building the same set, and it's this really cool Octan Racer. Just in case you were wondering, Nicholas, it's 40819 if you want to look it up. You can get all the deets off Lego.com or Amazon or wherever your fine Lego is sold. Sometimes Walmart. Yeah. The more you know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Moving along. No. Yes, that's got to be an old saying too.
Yeah. G.I. Joe.
Oh, it is. That's right. Yeah, I should know that too because I actually have those clips saved somewhere on my YouTube of the PSA.
We got 13 people watching right now. That's more than 1% of my subscribers. So thank you, everyone.
Beautiful. Yeah, thanks for joining along, everyone. Painstakingly watching this slow resurrection of a giant octan racer. Which, maybe they'll come out with a car to ride next.
Hopefully. I'm always up for more octan sets.
Well, I figured, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And speaking of octan sets, when you were watching my stream with Heather yesterday, did you get to where we went over the evolution of some of the octan figures?
No, I don't. I think I missed that. But now that you say that, I'm definitely going to have to go back and have a watch. I was in and out. But, yeah, or maybe I did and I just don't quite remember right now. But
yeah, exactly. Those are good numbers, Owen. Those are the numbers I like.
The 1.3 that matter.
Bye, Jane. Yeah.
What? I should have picked these parts first. Where does it 3x1? Right there it is. Okay. Also, I'd like to add that the instructions were slightly harder when I was younger. If you think Lego instructions are hard to follow, well, go back, 20, 30 years and see if you can't read them.
Yeah, that's because
that's what was taking my dad when I was a kid. That's what would take him so long.
That's because they didn't think to have the graphics about showing you the pieces you would need for each step yet.
So I don't know if my camera focuses well enough, but it does highlight. It shows you what bricks go on next, and it highlights where it went on the build as opposed to where it was on the last section. But on mine, back in the day, it was just the next picture. It had different bricks in place, and you had to kind of guess. Which was kind of fun, but not ideal.
The most I can complain about sets these days is the color grading.
Oh, really?
I'm talking about the instructions.
The colors on the instructions don't always match the brick in your set from what your eyes can tell. Is that
because sometimes
what you're kind of saying? They look obscure from time to time, like black and gray.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I agree with that one. Sometimes I'm like looking for a black piece, and then I look up again and get, oh, it's supposed to be a dark gray, or in between light gray and dark gray, or whatever the other 4 colors of gray are in Lego now. Thanks, Star Wars. I remember a time there was no gray bricks. Black or white, there was no in between. Yeah, blue and yellow and all the primaries for sure. Red. Chat.
But the numbers always go up and down, Owen.
Yeah, that's true. You can't rely on them numbers. Oh, there they are. They're hiding underneath the torso. These bricks be hiding. This guy.
Hey Kenneth, I've seen you around in other stream chats, so good to see you here.
Kenneth. Let me see it, Kenneth. Hey, Kenneth. Good evening from Atlanta, Georgia. Howdy, howdy. Nice. We are here for you, your viewing pleasure. Building set 40819.
Yeah, and so something else I want to say about Octan is that the Lego movie kind of diluted what Octan is supposed to be, in my opinion.
Well, I also feel like they could have done more to represent the Octan brand. I really do.
I think they should have made a minifigure scale version of the Octan Tower for the movie.
Totally.
In the same way, when in the same scale when they made the minifigure scale version of the Daily Bugle when the superhero theme came out.
Yeah, that'd be all right. I'd go for something like that. Bring back more retro in that sense, but upscale it for today's market.
Yeah, but now I think if they were to do something like that, it would be, because of how far Lego's come, it would be fun to see them do a UCS scale. Like the UCS, a Daily Bugle and Avengers Tower and Sanctum Sanctorum that they've done. I want to see a UCS, a Daily Planet, and Roxxon Tower as well. Some people want to see a UCS as a Baxter building. I think I'd like that too.
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
I wouldn't mind seeing just, one nice, solid, large build for every theme that they have. So, like, I think more or less they did it for Ninjago with the, Ninjago Gardens, I think it was called. So, and that was pretty massive. I think every theme kind of needs that centerpiece, I guess you could call it.
I think I put something on the wrong section.
I have Lego Master Build skills.
Yeah, that wasn't supposed to be that. That was supposed to be a 1x.
Stud Sidious, what's up?
Hey, Stud.
Legs going on soon. Yeah, I got my 2 legs, and I got my centerpiece and his body ready to go. Yeah, Stud Sidious. Howdy, howdy. I got this one. There's like this little side panel piece I got to build for the other leg. Get him on there. goes like this.
Well, by replica, does that mean it's not made out of actual Lego bricks? Is it a non-Lego brand? I have no idea about those other clutch powers.
Neither, not a clue. All right. Okay, more of these pieces. Okay, 2 of those. That. And
I know.
like that.
All I know is that with the people who are buying Fantasy and Lumi bricks right now, they like the quality.
All right, putting the legs together and see if I did this right.
And there are some people saying that Mattel Brick Shop isn't good. The quality isn't as good. That's what I'm hearing.
All right. Yeah, I looked at it. It looks worse than the old Mega Bloks. So for anyone that hasn't built one of these, because it's my first time too, there's your Technic pegs in here with the round pieces and these ball joint cup things on here, and it's got 2 of them to make it a little more rigid. And then on the inside of the leg, you got the little holes that kind of hold the pins, and you just kind of slide it on in. And then your legs move and stay stiff at the same time. Cool. All right, now I can put the torso onto his hips, because it originally said to attach the hips to the torso and then to put a leg on and then the other leg, but I wanted to do like legs attached to the torso, you know what I mean? Which I wish they would have made me do the arms.
I've only built one leg.
Okay. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Like that. You can bounce on one leg as long as you have the other leg to support, but not standing alone on one leg. Not until you at least get the arms on, maybe for a counterweight. But that's groovy cool. Here's the back. Yeah, and that is a printed wall tile. Totally cool. Okay. And it looks like he's got the leg print. There's a dark green stripe on the leg there. That's looking all right. Yeah.
And also, if y'all didn't notice, it's now daylight savings here. Because it's the first Sunday of October.
Oh, right. All right, I'm starting bag 6.
Yeah,
well, dumping it out anyway.
Yeah, so that means that this is the 23-hour day.
Oh, right, yeah.
But I think this 23-hour day is gonna be better than most others because it's gonna be better than most others because I'm home alone and I didn't have to go anywhere with my family today because I'm all alone. Other times on a 23-hour day, normally we've gone out to go to my extended family because people have birthdays normally around the time of the 23-hour day. But not right now because the first Sunday of
But you didn't go this year?
but not this time, because the first Sunday of October is slightly later than normal, because the week started on the last day of November. No, sorry, on the last day of September. Yeah, because when the US has Labor Day on the first Sunday, well, on the first Monday of September, we have we have Labor Day on the first Monday of October. And so, for those who didn't realize, that American scheduling, that American calendar is why the NFL season starts on that weekend. So
And that's
start,
facts with Mayo.
yeah. So start. How about the Raiders? Because my Eagles are 4-0.
Nice.
But my other team are playing the Eagles this week, and I think it's a trap game for the Eagles. I don't think anyone else outside of Stud would know what a trap game means. Do you know what a trap game means?
A trap game?
Yeah, a trap game.
Somewhat. My buddy OG Slaps, he would probably know more about it.
Well,
But,
a trap. Yeah.
Are you talking about an illegal trap game, like selling and running drugs out of an illegal house or something?
No, we're talking about in the context of sport.
Oh, definitely not.
Yeah, so a trap.
I know nothing about sports.
A trap game is where a lot of people bet on the underdog, because either the favorite to win the game might be feeling overconfident or shaky, or it's that the underdog isn't as much of an underdog as what the sports book in Vegas thinks. So, like, saying your team is favored to win by 10.5 points,
Right.
but your team isn't as good as what you think they are, or you came off a really good win that united the whole fan base and made them party like it's 1999, and then the world comes crashing down, and you lose because you get and then you lose the next time because you get overconfident.
Nice little green triangle piece there I haven't seen before. Yeah. Very nice. Anybody seen that green triangle before?
I think I've seen that in some Ninjago builds.
Don't get Sidious started on the what did you say? On the Raiders.
Yeah, the Raiders. And the reason why
started on the Raiders.
And the reason why I'm now saying the Raiders, because that's how Chris Berman says it. Just like for all of the Chicago fans.
Oh, okay.
Bears. Yeah, instead of the Bears.
They would know.
Yeah. Instead of the Bears, it's the Bears because of Saturday Night Live back in the 80s and the 90s. I think that was a Chris Farley thing. Sure.
Not sure at all.
I'm not sure the years when Chris Farley was acting on SNL.
Oh, he was there quite a bit, I'd say.
I'm not sure if he survived into the 21st century or not. Can someone confirm if Chris Farley was on SNL in the 21st century, please? Because from what I hear people talking about Chris Farley...
my devices are all tied up right now. I can't search.
Yeah, because from what I hear people talking about Chris Farley skits...
Somebody in chat wants to check it out.
Because from what I hear people talking about Chris Farley, he was popular in the 80s and the 90s.
Yes. Yeah, I would agree with that. That's where I was.
Because when I think of turn of the century, when I think of turn of the millennium SNL actors, I think of Will Ferrell. Okay, so he died in 90.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. He's one of my favorites, 100%.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I didn't think he did anything in the...
Will Ferrell is definitely one of my favorites. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris died in 94. Okay, yeah.
So what about that 1997?
Well, then how is he on Saturday Night Live in 90? Well, then maybe we're just not all the same facts. Who knows? What? Oh.
Oh, he was fired in 94. I wonder why he was fired.
Drugs and alcohol, most likely, from what I remember.
That happens
Drugs
to
and/or alcohol, possibly.
That happens to a lot of people in Hollywood.
It's very stressful, making people laugh. Robin Williams, all the greats, and all good things come to an end. So he had a great time doing it. That's what matters.
Before George Carlin died from pneumonia in 2008, he was still doing stand-up comedy on his "It's Bad for You" tour. Yeah.
Yep.
It's full.
Even though they said it's bad for him,
yeah, it's full of shit.
It's stressful. Yes, Richard. Sometimes
it's full of shit. It's bad for
they
you.
sold themselves to the copy labels, and they lost their individuality to showbiz, and it just takes them to that next. You got to drink, or you got to have some kind of release at least. Nowadays, they demand you do like therapy and everything else, and it's all frowned upon if you're weak. But hey, everybody has their own demons to battle.
Particularly,
even in showbiz.
Particularly when they popularized mental health is health after the Me Too movement.
Mm-hmm.
Because no one was talking about the importance of mental health until the Me Too movement. Mm. And as someone who, who once considered suicide for a brief moment and was in a bad spate of depression, I've embodied mental health as health, because with healthcare you can put a price on your physical health, but you can't put a price on
Right.
your mental health, because you're either okay or you're not.
Right.
However, you can choose to fix yourself and get surgery if something bad happens. You can choose to do that. You can choose to pay for private health insurance or rely on tax funded healthcare if you live in a country that has that.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's why I'm glad. That's why I'm glad in my country we have the choice between public and private health insurance.
Hmm.
Other countries have one or the other.
Sidious says his sister, something about his sister was going to work for the Farley and for Sandler and Farley, but then she got fired or something. He was kind of pissed that she didn't get into that. Like, yeah, would have been cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I know some people who got fired from showbiz during both the Rona and the writers' strike.
Mm.
You know, it's funny that all of a sudden the Writers Guild strike, and aside that, the Writers Guild always seems to go on strike about the same time as a global financial crisis. Because before the most recent one, the last time the Writers Guild went on strike was 2008.
Yeah.
And then
Speaking
they
of
went on,
strike,
and then
our
they
mail
went.
system's on strike again.
Yeah, and then they went on strike again in 2021. So as you were saying,
Oh, our mail system's on strike again. Like, boy.
yeah, I've heard a lot about Canadian postal workers going on strike recently, over the past 2 years. So what did the postal workers want?
I don't even know. I stopped paying attention now. It's not to that point where it's just like, oh, it's again, that's something else. Like, to be honest with you, I think it's just it all comes down to money, like income. But they're saying it's about this, that, and the other thing. Well, that's still basically about money being spent in your direction, or doing less of your job for the same amount of money, that kind of thing. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, because it's kind of like when the East Coast dock workers went on strike, and they eventually collectively bargained for about a 10% pay rise over
Mm-hmm.
8 years, and their ports were shut down for about half a month. I remember.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I got 2 arms. Look at that.
I'm still building the second leg.
Oof. I'm almost on bag 8.
Yeah. And after the stories I've heard about show business, I don't think I ever want to work in show business unless
Nope.
unless I was, unless I was a supervisor of some sort.
Oh, she managed the set design. That's cool. That would have been cool. Yeah.
And that's why I find it really funny when I'm watching the YouTube clips of Seth Meyers' show, and he always makes jokes. He always makes jokes about
Throwing elbows.
his head writer.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes the camera pans to him while Seth's making an inside joke about his head writer. But then you hear stories about
Oh, I was supposed to
Ellen
do times.
DeGeneres, and then you see the
Yeah.
showbiz jokes that Simpsons make with Krusty the Clown and all of that other nonsense. And it's like, yeah, that's not for me. I mean, I'm
Puns
cut.
or
I'm cutthroat enough for for social media, but I'm not cutthroat enough for showbiz.
yeah, this is the closest to Hollywood I'm ever getting. Tell you what, good enough for me. You can't connect with the audience in showbiz the way you can on YouTube like this. Like, sure, we ignore our comments most of the time, but I mean, every once in a while, y'all say something worth repeating.
Well, more people. Well, I can manage my comments because a lot of people don't. Well, they tell me they watch my stuff, but I don't have proof because they don't ever leave a comment. Now everyone knows that I watch their stuff because I comment on everyone I watch, so they have proof.
I comment when I feel comment is due. Actually, no, more times than often when I go to comment, it won't let me. It's telling me like I can't comment yet or something. I'm like, whatever. Maybe I'm just using the wrong device. Got some hands on. They're looking pretty good. Few extra pieces. All right, bag 7. I'm gonna wait to do this one. I'm gonna let you catch up.
Are you going to get? Are you going to get something and take a break?
Not quite yet. I was thinking about a snack or something, but I don't even know. Yes, I can wait. I can wait to eat. I had a big dinner. I really don't need to go get a snack.
Yeah, well, if you need to wet your whistle, I'm not gonna stop you.
Mm.
Yeah, see, that's how I support a lot of my friends. Alexandra is I I I go lurking on their streams. Because like I could be cleaning up something, or I could be organizing something, or I could be creating posts on social media, and I'll just have someone stream rolling in
Yeah, same.
in in the background, or more so when I'm gaming.
Yes, I do that too. When I'm gaming, I'll have a stream on in the background. If y'all part of the community are streaming, that's what I like to do. Ooh, I guess I could kind of show off this little thing I had sitting here. It's made from like Mega Block or Mega Construct. I'm not too sure, but it's older stuff, and it kind of has like a red and the purple bricks, and it's just a what do you call that? 3-dimensional closed square. So I tried to make it so there was a wall on every edge of the square, and it looked like it was seamless, and you wouldn't be able to tell which side was up. But that's the bottom, and that's the top. And then if you look really close, where is it? There's a window here. In this window, you might be able to see it. I don't know. I can't see my screen close enough from here. Oh, yeah, you can. That one window, there's some white. It's actually mushroom from Mario, one of the mushroom guys. And I just kind of trapped him in this dungeon box. But I built this because I'm a fan of comic books. And when I saw these bricks and I saw these panels in a bin that I had kicking around, I was like, oh, that reminds me of the fortress that Bizarro, so backwards Superman, Bizarro becomes smart, and he joins two other people, and they're called the Outlaws in the comics. And what they do is they go around fighting bad guys as well, but in a really bad way, like not like Batman, more like just blowing stuff up and killing the bad guys. So Bizarro is part of their team, and they also have, so it's Bizarro, it's one of the Robins, Jason Todd or something like that, one of the Robins, and an Amazonian chick. I don't remember her name, but she's an Amazonian, a Batman character, and a backwards Superman. So if you like comic books or DC Universe alone, go check out The Outlaws, because that's a super cool storyline. One of my favorites.
Yeah, Stud has worked a lot of really cool jobs in his career. When he was at that graphic design agency, and when he worked for Lego in Enfield.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Oh, give me a second there. I'm just going to mute myself and go say hi to my dad. He just stepped out with the dog.
Yeah. Yeah, so while I'm building bag 6 and while Hobby is taking a break, does anyone else have something they want to talk about in chat? I always try to keep my videos between 8 and 9 minutes because that's what the YouTube analytics likes. It used to be you'd want to do a 10 to 11-minute video, but then YouTube changed their algorithm and now they like the 8 to 9-minute videos. But some people have so much to talk about that's too short for them. Like when I've done like some of my hauls have been so big that I've gone longer than that before. Especially when I had like a big backstory to tell. Yeah. Oh, that's because he can get away with that because he does so much fast-paced editing. The viewer thinks it goes quicker than what it actually does. Oh, really? She went to Yale. I would love to go to I would love to go to the University of Alabama so much. Not because of academia, but because I want to take a selfie outside of Tuscaloosa Stadium. Because Roll Tide. And I need to go back and watch college football on the replay. I was sleeping when they played Vanderbilt earlier. So no spoilers. I think I cleared much of the phlegm out of my throat. I haven't coughed since the first 10 minutes of this stream. We're building the arms right now. So I've already got the original upscaled minifigure on my shelf. So once we get this done, I'll put that next to it. Yeah, my throat was so croaky when I woke up, but now it's not, because I knew that science would work. Oh, she got a scholarship. So, did she get the scholarship because she was a track and field athlete? Because colleges are always looking with it. They always give scholarships to students who they think are good for athletic competition. That's how a lot of the poor but talented footballers and basketballers get to college. That's instead of them getting an NIL payment or whatever. At least that's how it used to be before NIL was legalized and they invented the transfer portal. Because there's no such thing as a student athlete anymore. Student athlete was the way that the NCAA shielded themselves from paying the players. And after they got sued in class actions, the NCAA permitted schools to pay students to want to come and play for them. That's why a lot of the schools in Texas are doing well right now. Because of all
Back again.
Welcome back. Because of all of the oil tycoons who are donors to their universities.
Well, the only fuel I'm using tonight is caffeine.
That's the reason why schools like SMU and TCU are much better than they used to be. Texas A&M have always Texas A&M and Texas have always had the big donors.
Yeah. What bag are you on? Did you get any further ahead?
I'm halfway through bag 6.
All right. All right. I guess I'm starting to build the head is what this is, which is bag 7. Yeah. And then after this, probably after the stream, probably gonna go play some Fortnite. My buddy OG slaps ya. Means how I'll be all full of coffee. When you have coffee, everything's possible.
Everything is possible.
Everything is awesome when you're building with mayo.
Yeah.
Everything is awesome, especially when it's an octan full scale build, upscale build. Wait, what's it actually called? Yeah, upscale racing driver Minifigure.
Yeah. So sometimes you might not be the most high profile athlete, and so you need some kind of other skills to get a scholarship. Well, it's weird. I don't know what's up with the wherever Australia gets our sets from, but in our region of the world, it's called scaled up, not upscaled. Even though the website says upscale.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. My box says upscaled.
Yeah. So I suspect the Chinese factory is printing it scaled up instead of upscaled.
Oh, I see.
That's my theory. Who knows? Maybe scaled up doesn't translate. No, so maybe upscaled doesn't translate into Mandarin, right?
Oh, you're one of the few that I love it when people do that. The politically correct or whatever you want to call it for the language they speak, and everybody always says that people in China speak Chinese, and I go, no, they don't. They speak Mandarin or Hmong.
Yeah, and people in Hong Kong speak Cantonese.
I don't know. I'm not sure. Is that correct? Is that true? What you just said?
Yeah, they speak.
I wouldn't know.
Cantonese.
I just know to China. Oh, cool. Oh, Cantonese. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool. The more you know.
It doesn't fit.
The server. Burgers. It's talking about burgers. Don't make me hungry. I ate. Okay, food. You want to talk food, Sidious? I'll give you some food. This is hear me out, stud Sidious. Tonight, my dad pulled out the salmon and the smoker, and we had salmon. I don't know. They weren't fillets, but it was like strips, like a good 1 inch thick strip, and it was about at least an inch thick, and they were about 8 inches long. Yeah, very good. Yeah, it was one fillet of salmon. Yes, in 1 inch strips. Okay, good enough. Very good. Oh my gosh, on the smoker, amazing. They were so good.
Thanks for the reminder, Dina. Everyone, don't forget to click the like button if you haven't already done so.
Smash it. Smash that like button, everybody. And then go onto your sister's profile and smash the like button. Or your brother's profile. Or your dad's profile. Actually, yeah, I'll probably do that later. Sometimes I go into my dad's TV because I know he doesn't watch any of my streams. He does watch some of my videos. He's the guy in the Jeep with me on my Jeep videos. And sometimes I go onto his TV where he is signed in on his Facebook, and I go through all my friends' content real quick, and I just kind of hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. I don't know if that's bad or wrong, but I still do it.
Oh, really,
It kind of messes with his algorithm. It messes with his algorithm a bit, but he hasn't really said anything yet.
So would that be just like would that be just like if you go to Italy and you ask for pineapple on your pizza?
You got booted for asking for ketchup? Really? That's like the one condiment that me and my dad don't have in the fridge. Is ketchup, which we don't dislike ketchup. We just don't really eat a lot of things that demand ketchup, other than like what, Kraft dinner, KD, macaroni and cheese ish. Yeah. Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
So
cool.
So Dina,
What?
do you stay up later on Saturday nights than Friday nights? Because I stay up equally as late on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights. Mainly because I don't have to go. Mainly because I don't have classes on Monday.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Because I go to class Tuesday to Thursday. And this is the second to last day of spring break.
So all the kids will be going back to school, will they?
No, mine spring break.
Oh.
The universities and high schools don't have the same spring break.
No. Okay. So this is cool. They've got this motor looking piece in here, which I believe I'm building part of his head, but there's a motor sitting in there.
Hey, Philin,
Oh.
good to see you.
Hi, Dylan Bricks. Yeah, how's it going?
Yeah,
Thank you for dropping in.
After you leave a like, can you tell us how many likes we have? Because I don't know.
Oh, I appears to have 11.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like a little motor piece inside Buddy's head here. You know, make sure he's running on all 6 cylinders. I wish mine was an 8-cylinder, but you know, as long as there's oil on those gears, we should be okay. Okay, so now it says flip the build around this way. That was another thing they never told you back in my day with the instructions. Oh, flip the thing around.
Yeah, now they have the thing that tells you the 2 times, the reverse, the upside down,
and flip it around.
Yeah.
What did I do wrong?
I'm building the right arm right now. And so
Nice.
tomorrow's upload will be a video about the square foot cave I posted pictures about on Instagram.
Oh. Yeah, I love that.
So if
that one group didn't like spooky, scary stuff, was that the same mock?
Yeah.
Or is that a mock you shared of somebody else's that they told you couldn't put in there?
Yeah, it
That
was
was the
mine.
only particular I wanted to know. I like that. I like that. It's very good. I love it. So
Yeah, because I'm not going to
what?
be with people that want to that want to that want to control my freedom of creative expression.
Yeah, it's not like you said anything. It didn't. Yeah, it didn't have a non-wholesome thing about it, but they had to turn it into something that they didn't like. That's all it was. It's all it really was. You know what?
The
Okay,
only,
see you later.
yeah, and really the only reason they got mad is because I said happy spooky season.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like I said, you didn't do anything wrong, but you did the right thing leaving. I was once in a group during the early stages of my online Lego career, and I had asked a guy in a group about this figure that he had for sale. And then the next thing I know, he was chewing me out because I said I just bought one for $6 from the store. What was the difference between his and the one I had? He got mad at me like I was questioning his pricing or something because he was trying to sell it. And I was like, well, I just wanted to understand if it was rare or why it was so expensive. I got booted and everything. So now I just take it like a grain of salt.
Sorry, I didn't build this
Or
right.
a grain of sugar would be better, I guess. Yeah, I take
Just
it.
a spoon, just a spoonful of sugar. I forget which cereal commercial that's from. Someone please tell me.
Spoonful of sugar. Say it again.
Take a spoonful of sugar. Something, 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 something.
Might have been a medicine commercial. But yeah, that's all I hear when a cereal commercial comes on. Yeah. Add some milk and you got a spoonful of sugar. Because that's pretty much what you're getting. I prefer Shreddies nowadays or mini wheats. But for sweet cereals, I used to like Corn Pops. And now I like Captain Crunch. Oh man, Captain Crunch! I could use some of that right now.
It's a Mary Poppins quote.
Oh, okay. You just looked it up just like that.
No, Hillenbricks did for me.
Oh, nice. Yeah, sorry. With filling bricks. Yeah, way to go, bro. Helps the medicine. Oh, a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. Oh, that is right. Yeah. Sheesh, I should have known that. I should have known that. Because for me, Mary Poppins was right up there. I just sang the song in his head and went, yeah, that's Mary Poppins. No, I used to watch that on like a Disney, the old timey Disney movies that Grandpa and Grandma would have, kind of thing, right? And Mary Poppins. I also remember Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Was kind of a movie from Disney. It was kind of like Mary Poppins, if you ask me. Oh, flip it upside down. Put this brick here. Yep, did that. Keep it upside down. Awesome. Okay. Wedges, check. Slanty piece, check. 2 of those, check, check. Purple piece, yeah, purple. Ooh, purple. I like it, the purple. Okay, so it has a weird. It's so weird. Okay, I have to do this twice, and I don't know what they're trying to tell me.
Hey, Hoarder.
Easy.
Mm.
Will's here. Hey, Will. What's up, Will?
As Helen Bricks is saying goodbye, Hoarder's saying hello. Yeah. So
Thanks for coming by, Philin.
Yeah. Also, that stream that I did after coffee time, you can blame it on Hoarder.
Does it go here? Does it go there? Oh, it goes there. Oh, okay. Purple bricks will probably be hidden, but they look cool.
Yeah,
they look really nice up against that yellow.
Yeah, and so what you guys might not know if you're not in my Discord server is that after I built the square foot cave for the clicking and bricking for the clicking and bricking contest, which is a 16 by 16 habitat. You don't have to build it like a habitat, but I did. I built three more habitats.
3 more habitats. Wow, that's pretty decent.
I built three more habitats, and I'm trying to build habitats for series 14 CMFs. And in 38 minutes, I'm going to be posting more pictures on Discord. So you already know the one I built for the mad scientist if you're in my Discord server. But go join my Discord server right now, and in 38 minutes you'll see pictures of some grey ones I've built for some grey characters.
Cool.
Yeah, and so so there's three contests I'm entering. One is the clicking and bricking. One is from Brick Together, Click Together, and another one is by the Minifigure Habitat account. I forget what exactly it is, but they want people to post. But they want people to post pictures from I think the 24th to the 26th of October. So I'm gonna hold off posting some of my stuff then, but I will be posting more pictures on Instagram in exactly 1 week. I just wanted to get pictures of my entry for the clicking and bricking competition up there, just so that I could get that out of the way, because that's the largest of my mock projects for this month because they required 16 by 16.
Oh, cool. So is that a TMC mock, or is that just a clicking and bricking mock?
That's just them. Have you not heard about that competition?
Well, I kind of probably thought it was a TMC one, but now I feel like an idiot for not paying better attention.
They've been promoting it like hell on their streams, and so during coffee time, I posted
in my
is about the
yeah.
Hey, Contra.
I saw that much. I saw that, yeah, and I saw your mock too.
Yeah, but for those
Cal always does the weekly mock.
Yeah, but for those who were wondering why I posted pictures at that time, that's why.
Contra, Contra Bricks Build Craze, welcome. Oh, Hoosier stream, yeah. Last story, we decided to stream the same time Hoosier did, but we planned this 2 weeks ago. My computer crashed, so we scheduled for a week later, and here we are.
Yeah, and I'm
I
just going
feel
to
like
say,
I forgot to put some bricks in.
yeah, and I'm just going to say the majority of Hoosiers audience don't watch me, so I don't really care.
We are glad to have you here, Contra. Started building 10183 train out of extra parts and the 10133 BNSF locomotive and the 3677 out of extra parts as well, Mayo. Contra Bricks, you sound like you've been busy building trains. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, because he
Really
sent
awesome.
he sent me a 60-second video of him spinning around that set when it was in sealed box, and I've still got that saved on my phone because I need to make a video about that for the deal of
That's
the
priceless.
century. Yeah, I've still got that saved on my phone because I need to make a video about the deal of the century. I wanna make a video about other deals and talking about the state of how so many Lego sets go on clearance and where, because I don't really talk about the prices of Lego much in my videos. So when Contra let me know about that's what prompted me to consider doing that video. But I've done so many other projects that's been on the back burner for a while now.
Yes, Stud City has brought up another good point. Like all the Halloween themed cereal boxes that come out when you were a kid, and some now, but when we were a kid, they were way cooler. All the different graphics they would come out for Halloween. You know what I mean? What did I just do? Did I just do something wrong? I feel like I just went back a page.
And also another reason why I don't feel bad is because Hoosier doesn't go live every.
Oh.
He doesn't go live every week.
Right. Yeah, I don't really like multicolored cereals, but in Canada, apparently, we have better multicolored cereals, so it's not as bad. But I don't know. I kind of like Fruit Loops, but not the not the Kellogg's brand. I like Walmart's brand or President's Choice, where it's Fruity O's or Fruity Hoops or something like that. For some reason, I like those better than Fruit Loops. I don't know why. No offense, Fruit Loop fans, just slight difference. That's all. All right, I'm on final bag. We got bag 8. Where are you at?
I'm now opening bag 7.
Fruit ovals. Is that a thing? Fruit ovals? I'll have to try those. Bag 7, that a boy. Not too far.
So with the information that I've just said, if anyone's still mad about that, that's on you, not me.
Oh, the Hoosier stream? Nah. Don't get mad about it. Okay, home stretch.
And speaking of scheduling, since Heather and I have been doing cool stuff together, I've made the proposal that
I thought she was already married. Mayo, you shouldn't have. She's totally older than you.
No, I've made the proposal that
I'm just kidding, buddy.
I've made the proposal that every fortnight on Friday,
Okay, yeah.
that we do 2-part streams together because we've been doing lots of streams together. Well, we've done 3 streams together about to minifigures this week. We did the Monday night. We did the Monday night on her channel talking about BAM, and then parts 1 and 2 we did on both of our channels talking about the evolution of the Lego minifigure. We covered 1978 to 2005.
Yeah.
And so
I believe I have one torso of the ones. You remember the minifigure? They had like they had arms, but they were just like little indentations or whatever on the side of the torso. I have one of those little torsos.
yeah, those stage extra minifigures came out in 1975.
Yeah. But I got that because a friend a really good friend actually that I worked with, like we became friends while we were working together at Tim Hortons. She gave me her I think she sold it to me, her childhood Lego. And that was one of the cool pieces that was in it. And also I built a red barn out of all the old red Legos that were in it because they had been played with for her generation and her brother's generation. They had very different colors mixed into the red. Like they were all supposed to be the same color of red, but back then there was no consistency. So some were faded and some were really dirty.
Yeah, and so as I was saying, so 2 Fridays from now, we'll be doing part 4. We'll be doing parts 3 and 4 to cover 2008 to 2025.
Cool.
And so while we're building this octan set right now, Hobby, I'll tell you we covered about 3 or 4 different types of octan torsos for minifigures from 92 to 2005, and that's not including the octan racing torsos.
Right.
There were about 3 different types of octan racing torsos.
So where does this one come in at? Where does our guy come in at? The one
the torso that we're building right now, I think was first made in 2013.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I should have some of those.
Yeah, the torso we're building right now definitely came out before the Lego movie did.
Cool.
Hello, the fabulous Spider-Man. I don't think I've seen you around before, so welcome to the mayohosko stream. Right now, I'm building a set together with Hobby Hooligan. The title of the set is in the title of this stream.
Set 40819. Red mullet octan.
Yeah, so after Heather and I do that, so there'll always be back-to-back streams, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern on my channel, and then 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern on her channel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's kind of like when the Brick Hive and the London Bridge Bricks used to do the transatlantic stream together.
I remember that. You still watch Brick Hive?
Yeah, I watch Pure Rant Fury every time I'm available on Saturday and most to Monday nights.
Yeah, I love the Pure Rant Fury. I always try to catch that for sure. I think the last one I went to was pretty recent, and he had a Labubu or something like that, and he was talking about Labubus, and I went up in his comments and I put how you put the @ number sign, exclamation mark to use a swear word. So I put that in there. I was like, enough of these, slash mark Labubus. Let's get on to the Pure Rant Fury already. That's what I came for.
Yeah, because well, I'll tell you what. When I spell bitch in chat, I spell it 8 exclamation mark plus the forward the front bracket and hashtag to spell bitch.
Yeah. So if you look at it, it says it, but the AI won't kick it out. And yeah, well,
Yeah.
the Labubu episode was hilarious. Oh, he did have these little Labubu mech things, which at first I was like, oh, that's cool, and then he said it was Labubu, so I was like, not cool. But you know how some people do what's it called, kit building, where they rip apart different toys and make monsters or whatever out of them, little sculptures for something. I thought the mech Labubus would make really good craft material. I think it would be cool if somebody did like a kit bash with those Labubus. I think that's what it's called, kit bashing, something like that.
They do a lot of kit bashing in model trains.
Yes, okay, good call. Because when I used to be into model cars when I was younger, that's what I was going to say. Like when you want certain effects, it was more or less like kit bashing because you ripped it off another kit.
Yeah, because kit bashing in model trains is mainly done with buildings where you take parts from a building kit and you take other parts from another building kit and you build your own buildings using parts from um from multiple building kits.
And then says that the Lafufu, the the aftermarket for the Labubus is going crazy now too. That's just priceless. Yeah, I don't care about Labubus. Never will. Some things just will not pique my interest. I will tell you that. Labubus, guns, and like really stupid, yucky drugs don't pique my interest. Lego, yeah. PPP gang, hell yeah. Medical use for medicinal herbs, 100%. RC cars, you got it. One day, I don't know when, before I get out of the old hobby game, at least one day I'm gonna do an RC Lego car for sure. But the problem is, is I don't want to use actual Lego because I'm afraid that if I put the RC hobby grade parts in it, it'll wreck the Lego, if you know what I mean. So I want to use like fake Legos to make an RC car that I had built when I was a kid, like a car that I built when I was a kid out of Lego. And I want to make it an RC car. One day, someday, just no day soon.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Labubu other than its hype.
There's documentation on kit bashing on Disney. What am I missing? Man, you people in your streaming apps, I'm telling you.
You said something and you got me thinking. I forget what your Sigfig looks like.
Oh, it's here. I'll switch to my avatar real quick. Oh, is that okay? Yeah. So, I don't really have one yet, but this is what I was kind of going for. I kind of want like a Ninjago, the oldest ninja hood I can find, with like
Yeah,
a
because
green head, any kind of green, but I kind of want yellow eyes. So I'm thinking Hidden Side or the newest Dream sets had some green heads with yellow eyes. That could work for me. And I
that's
haven't.
a standard. That's a standard black ninja head wrap. But what's your torso?
Mm-hmm. So that torso is the T-shirt with the lightning on it, with the jacket, the jacket over top. But it's not a staple. That's not stapled yet. Only the head is. That's why I haven't like fully revealed the rest of my sig big, because I've only really sewn on the head so far. The torso's still whatever. I can make it something. Doesn't matter yet. Haven't figured out exactly what I want, but I did like this one. It was the leather jacket with the lightning T-shirt underneath. Can't remember if it was pink lightning or yellow lightning. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. But so what it is originally that's why I joined the minifig club. Hashtag promo code MooCow25 on your first order. When I joined them, it was in hopes that one day, with those extra pieces and stuff that I get from them, I'll be able to make an iconic sig fig.
Because, and I'm just going to tell all of the sig fig traders, if you want your sig fig in the hands of more people, you want to be able to make a sig fig that people can just piece together with their own pieces.
Yes, that's why I didn't want to go with the torso that's on my guy, because I don't even know if I have one. So I'm leaning more towards some Ninjago parts because I got a ton of those and they're very common. But at the same time, I don't want to be a Ninjago figure because I'm not solely Ninjago. My favorite Lego is like the Forest Men and Castle, like the older style stuff.
The Forest Men are my favorite castle faction.
Oh yeah, yeah, by far. So, I wonder how tall this thing is. I wish I had a ruler.
It doesn't say on the, actually, it says on the box 10 inches, 25.5 centimeters.
Oh, okay, yes, you're right, it does. And Stud Sidious, thank you for clarifying that. They had the documentary on the Disney Plus of the Star Wars, how they made stuff from kit bashing. And I was like, before in the comments, I was like, kit bashing, what, on Disney? What am I watching? But yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah, because like how they had a giant 30-foot model of the Imperial Star Destroyer for the first scene of the movie.
Yeah. And he says he's right into that. He just loves nerdy art, stuff like that. He's so passionate about it. It's just way too passionate.
And I'd say the only models from the original trilogy that don't hold up are the AT-AT walkers.
Right. Can barely even stand them on a shelf.
No, you know what I mean. Like, you look at them on film and you can think, yeah, that's not real.
Right. I think I'm pretty passionate about the nerdy art stuff too. So like, I think there might be a few shorts, maybe not videos. When I got into the 124 RC hobby, all the boys were like, oh, we need something to crawl indoors during the winter because taking them outside sometimes messed up in the ice and snow. So I started making stuff out of foam, kind of work, and it looks like, blue foam or yellow foam. It's stupid. I'm like, well, it's not going to look like that forever. And then, some of them I would put clay cloth on. I don't know if anybody knows what that's like. Sidious would know what I mean, where you take, a fiber cloth or paper towel or toilet paper, kind of like hodgepodge or paper mache idea. And I draped it over the sculpture that I made out of foam, and I dabbed in with paint and stuff like that to give it color. And I sprinkled on some sand so it would be rough. And I put some moss on there and glued some plastic shrubs in. And I go, there you go, try and climb that. And they go, where'd you get that? I go, where did I get it? I just made it. Remember the thing I showed you the other day? Well, this is his finished product. Yeah, they're telling me I could be selling them for hundreds of dollars. I said, never mind selling them, get playing with them. So we kept a couple of them, but we gave most of them away to friends.
I think more of your friends are here.
No. Well, that's just the same one. Megan showed up at the end. Oh, hi, Major. Megan Cedric. Did you see it? Look. And I have a little car, I'm going to make him squawk. You stole all the gas from our corporation. Blah, blah. Yeah. No more extreme racers, only octan racers. Okay, so I'm slightly disappointed that this one didn't come with someone piloting the head like I saw in one of the other ones. But there is a motor inside his head, like a little fake engine inside his head. Just pop it off here. And there's like a V6 inside here. See if I can remember how to get it the top of his head off. Oh, no, that's the side piece. Yeah, see, there's like a little V6 engine in there, folks. Running on 6 cylinders. Pure Lego imagination. Which kind of makes sense. Because he's the race car driver one, that it would have a race car inside the head. Or an engine inside the head. So the main reason I bought this guy was because now that I'm living in the home, I'm my forever home or whatever. When I get that basement renovated and I move into the basement here, I'm going to have a little bit of a city set up. It's going to be that go-kart set with this guy as like the go-kart mascot kind of thing. And I'm going to have all those little cars, the one that I threw off the table there. I'm going to have all these little cars sitting there, and they'll race around the octan figure or whatever. And then, I don't know, I'm thinking that I will make the octan as part of like a building of the facade, so that it's like on the legs is where like the bathrooms would be. And they'd go into the back to the bathroom. But it's just a statue for the race logo, the race.
Yeah, there's some chats coming in, and I'm at the end of bag 7. So can you please see what they're saying?
Yeah, I'm hitting that. Yeah, shout out for long-time viewers. Add strings to make it look like he's tied down. What, the big guy? I don't have any strings. Dang it. No strings.
I'm building the head right now.
Nice Contra. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm hoping I do have one of these. I'm not too sure because I wasn't big on collecting the city Lego. But octan is super cool. I've always liked octan. And I used to have a couple of the 90s sets there. But I definitely have to get the minifigure that matches it. That's for sure. Once I get my basement organized, he's going on there. Stud says, yeah, they hide the engine in the head like an Easter egg. Yeah, somewhat. It's a Easter egg if that's what you want to call it. But I think there was the Construction Man build. They had a figure up there piloting them. And I don't know what the other ones have inside their heads. This is the only one I've built. But that makes sense because it's a race car driver. It should have the only 6 cylinders. Yes, hi Megan Shedrick. I also know Megan. She lives near me. Love how Lego. Yeah, I do. I love how Lego puts Easter eggs in the head. Sidious, me too. It's just a cool little thing that you would only know if you built it, or if you watched a stream where somebody else built it and showed you that. I'm just really happy that the chess piece is a print and they didn't put any stickers on it, because I find that would like age it over time. The sticker would fade a little much.
Yeah, because I grew up in an era where the stickers would crumble away all the time. They eventually fixed that, but it was too late for some of my sets.
Oh yeah, you could get these different pieces to build classic space figs. That would be really nice to put with them. But I mean, for the racing, you can get other racing ones too and make more racers. That helmet piece is pretty cool looking though. That helmet come together real nice. Looks very authentic to the period.
Yeah, there's the head on his body. I'm building bag 8 now.
Bag 8.
But I need to prepare some things to post on Discord. So I'm going to let everyone stare at him so far. You've got his helmet on.
OG Slap just says Megan Shedrick isn't here for the Lego. She's just here for the shout-outs. Well, get your record button ready, Megan Shedrick. There you go, Megan Shedrick. I said your name enough times. There you go. No, quit bugging her. OG's gonna slap you. Oh. I don't know. A white helmet character would be cool. The Benny build, I think that's one now too, isn't it? Benny is a character build. The blue space guy. What was exclusive? The pirate one? Stud Sidious says, but it was an exclusive build experience for the big fun. It was actually, yeah, Redbeard pirate ship. The Redbeard all through my childhood. Redbeard was my guy. I used to have him on a keychain, but he started to get really, really worn out. So
Yeah, Captain Redbeard is a character that still holds up, and they made an upscaled minifigure of him.
Yeah, that was the Denmark exclusive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Sidious was saying. I really wish I had gotten that one, but I couldn't at the time. Anyways, could not.
I'm not. Yeah.
I might source out for it one day. I don't know. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, I'm not a Pirates fan, so I don't really care about that one.
Well, I was until you started talking schmack about the Los Angeles Raiders. How do you say it again?
The Raiders.
Which turtle is the one on my shirt? It's an orange T-shirt, Sidious. This is Michelangelo. Sidious asked what turtle was on my shirt.
Yeah, I'm not into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No. Yeah, I've been into them ever since day one. I've liked them, I think, since 1987, and I was born in '83. So I still watch it on television, or not television. Heck, I don't watch television. I watch YouTube. I watch on YouTube. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how retro this shirt is. It's probably fairly old. I would say it's at least 10 years old T-shirt. It's just
So not from the 20th century.
Definitely not, but it does have that design of Michelangelo, like the original Michelangelo print on it.
Who's the turtle that has the blue accent on him?
Oh, Leonardo with the blue mask.
Well, that's probably my favorite of the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Because of the blue, because of his blue head wrap.
Right? Is blue your favorite color?
No, green's my favorite color, but I think blue looks the best with green.
Contra says he's heard that TMNT might be doing a fig pack, but I don't know. I'd like to see some more Ninja Turtle stuff, but I don't know what they could give us. More cartoon looking figs? I don't know. Oh, actually, that would be kind of cool.
I mean, I think yellow goes well with green too. Who's that turtle?
I'm not sure. I don't know if there is a yellow one. The one on my shirt has more or less a yellow on him, but it's supposed to be orange. But there's red, yellow, purple, and blue, and then there's a light blue, which is Mona Lisa turtle, apparently. And now, in the comic books, if you want to talk like reality time-wise, all the Ninja Turtles have passed away. Mikey was the last one. And now there's a whole new group of turtles for like the new generation of children. But that's in comic books. So I don't know if the comic book world is the same. No, it's a different universe because they've done the universe jump thing before. So yeah, in the comic book universe, the turtles are passed away because they got old and then they fought too hard. And there's new turtles now, Michelangelo, but it looks like a vintage shirt in the lighting. I couldn't tell. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I have a pretty bright light right above me, and without it, it's pretty dark.
Yeah, but I do know that Teenage Mutant, well, the merchandise from the 90s is still highly collectible.
Mm-hmm.
The
I got a story.
The action figure pack. The 90s.
I used to have so many. I used to have all the toys you could imagine for Ninja Turtles. That was my favorite toy. I did have a few G.I. Joes and then buckets of Lego. But mostly I liked, like I said, space, and I really liked the castle and the Forest Men, but I wasn't able to obtain that as a child. I got that. I was like in my late teens, almost 20. I didn't start getting the Legos I really wanted. I just sold two of, Contra says he sold two of his OG figurines. Yeah, from the 89 version, yep. So
I see people
set they had just after the soft heads.
I see people on Facebook Marketplace selling the action figures from the 90s all the time.
Really? I got the Turtle Blimp, but it wasn't until I was probably almost 30 years old. But I found the Turtle Blimp in box, pretty much brand new. And I had it out. I made sure everything was there. I played with it a little bit. I hung it in my room. And then a friend of mine's 4-year-old daughter saw the Nickelodeon version of Ninja Turtles. And she was getting into Ninja Turtles. And I thought, ooh, wouldn't that be cool if I gifted that to her? And yeah, it was cool. I think I enjoyed watching her face light up like nothing I've ever seen before, more than I could have ever enjoyed playing with it in my adulthood. I mean, it would have been a great collectible to have and say, look, I have it, and I'd be showing everybody right now. But I wouldn't be playing with it like I would have when I was a kid. But because she had it, then I could play with it because she was like, play with me. And I was like, yeah. It was good to be 4 again for about, 10, 20 minutes. I wish I kept all my toys. Yeah, I'm glad I had the ones I had, and I'm glad I don't have them all anymore because it's too much. And I wanted to make room for Lego. I also had the Marvel characters and all that kind of stuff too.
Yeah, I'm not that big into superheroes either. So when I was at Brickworld Chicago, I traded away a whole bunch of superheroes for gift with purchases that people couldn't sell at the yard sale.
Oh, right on. Yep. Well, I grew up in the era where Todd McFarlane was making his Spawn characters, so I just loved action figures for the most part. Don't forget, that was before Lego came out with really cool figures. When they started coming out with really cool figures, that's when I started getting rid of all my toys.
Yeah.
And doubling down on Lego.
Yeah, well, I just posted a bunch of pictures about my newest, about another minifigure habitat on Discord if you want to see that.
Well, I have to figure out what's going on with my Discord. I gotta, what do you call that? Re-authenticate my email and stuff like that because I want to change it so it reflects my Hobby Hooligan stuff.
Yeah, and I don't post stuff on Discord before I post stuff on Instagram because I prioritize the Discord or anything. It's just that it's easier to post stuff on Discord than it is to post stuff on Instagram.
Yeah, I like Instagram. A little bit on Facebook now, but I don't really like Facebook. But YouTube's my main. I like YouTube the best. I've always been with YouTube since the beginning as a viewer, and I did have a channel. It was just my regular name, Kevin Creamer, but I still have videos from then, like how to use cling wrap or something like that, or saran wrap.
And I've been posting those same pictures on. I've been posting those same pictures that I posted on Discord into Facebook groups because it's easier to post stuff into Facebook groups than it is to post stuff on your timeline.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll go until the 3-hour mark.
Right on.
It'll probably take me that long to build bag 8. And then say goodbye to everyone at the end.
Yeah. All right, well, give me a second here. I'm just going to bounce out and use the ladies' room, or the bathroom, sorry.
Yeah, you go do that. I really like these, what is it? 4x4 quarter round dome bricks. And I'm surprised we have this many viewers still this close to midnight Eastern. So if you're an American and you're still awake, thanks for watching. They're probably about the same volume as a Duplo 2x2 brick. Yeah, I don't know about the new Mega Bloks instructions, but the Mega Bloks instructions from the turn of the millennium were really bad because Lego had a patent on numbered bags. Actually, it wants me to take the head off and put this on first. Oh, I see why. Because that grips underneath there. Although not very well. Jesus. I think there was supposed to be another. Yeah, I see. Is it supposed to be another by two plate?
Yeah. Oh, did you mess up a step there, or almost mess up a step there?
Yeah.
I did that on the bottom of or in the front of the face or something with one of those 4x2 yellow slants. I forgot to put two of those purple things on, and then I thought I had extra pieces, and I was like, oh no, they were supposed to go in here. Yeah. Yep. Oh, the comment section went out on me. Back to life, back to reality. Well, so you're hitting the home stretch. I'll go through comments here and start thanking some people that stopped by.
Sure.
You got Stud Sidious. Always great to see him. Contra Bricks. Order 66. Megan Cedric. OG Slapsia 613. Heather stopped by near the beginning there. We had Alexandria, and there was a couple others that I can't scroll to see. Something bricks. The other brick people that were here. Because this is a brick channel. Mayohosko is the master of the bricks. Contra and Stud are talking about Mega Blocks again. Oh, the Skeletor Mega Block stuff. Yeah.
My only experience with Mega Blocks were the preschool Mega Blocks from the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, story about all the people that I wasn't able to mention in the comments. It would only let me scroll back so far. But thank you for stopping by and dropping a like. Oh, Owen's Bricks or something like that was here. That Owen's Bricks build. He stopped by. You guys were talking about the old Mega Blocks, Mega Constructs there. Sidious and Contra. I made this one. If I know I showed it earlier, but I was actually impressed with this. I just kind of put a wall on each side and tried to make it a cube. And if you go look at the Outlaws comic book for DC Comics, it's like the Bizarro. Bizarro gets smart off kryptonite, and he builds this fortress that can go invisible. And I'm not sure if it says it or shows it in the comics, but for some reason, I thought it was a big, giant, floating purple square. So I built this with a likeness in mind. Because what are you supposed to do with a bunch of Mega Bricks or Mega Blocks that you don't really like? Other than that, purple is really nice.
Now we have twinsings.
Yeah, twins. I'm a twin, by the way. I have a sister, a twin sister. Yeah. That's all I got to say about that. I love her. Shout out to my sister.
Yeah, and so because I'm all alone. Well, because I'm home alone until my mum gets home in over 24 hours. I think I can watch the NFL while building more of the Nigel Mansell Formula One set.
Nice.
So I'll do that off camera instead of doing it on a stream, just because I want to get that set built.
Yeah, I hear you.
And who knows? I might finish that. Maybe I might finish that set on in the jungle sometime. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. If you ever want to do backstage building just to hang out with somebody, because you're gonna be alone this week, right?
Oh, I don't do backstage building. I only build when I'm entertained by something else.
Oh, okay.
Or
Okay.
I build on camera. And you were talking about something about Mario earlier on in the stream.
About what earlier on? Sorry.
You said something about Mario earlier on in the stream.
Oh, Mario. Yeah. So inside the little square that I built here, there's a Mario character. It's Mushroom Toad or something like that. The Mushroom Toad guy, the one up Mushroom Toad. I don't know if there's a spot where you can see him, but he is in there, and I don't know why I put him in there. Oh, can you see that little green dot inside that window? Yeah, I don't know. I had to put something in there, so it was the Mario Toad guy. That isn't Lego, but he has he can hold Lego accessories in his hand, and his feet are just larger than a brick stud, but it'll still stick on a brick stud. I don't know if it's supposed to be some kind of Lego Mario invention or not.
And if anyone wants to see the Mario Kart sets that I bought recently on clearance, you can go watch my haul video.
Yeah.
That I uploaded this week. Yeah, so we did it. We built this. We built this set, and we had some fun conversations.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, and if there's any other
starting
sets,
of the display.
Yeah, and if there's any other sets in your backlog that I have, also, then maybe we could build them together in the future. Maybe.
Absolutely.
I'm not sure what sets.
Yeah, definitely.
You have.
I'll hit you up with a list.
Yeah, I'm not sure what sets.
Yeah. Well, this one I got this
bug.
Boop. I got that guy.
Oh, those are the tiny plants. Yeah, I don't care for the botanicals. They're outside the roses.
Oh, I got that too, but I don't have the stems because I got it secondhand. But that'll be for another stream on another time.
Yeah, well, if you put together if you write down what sets you have, and I see any of them that I have unboxed, then yeah, we could try to schedule something at the end of November.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm down for that. I'll get back to you for sure. If not in the jungle, then in your DMs.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna be stalling for the next 14 minutes.
I'm down for that. Yeah. Cap that hour.
Yeah, and and what I can do is I can bring this onto the table.
I want to see if this light. Oh, does it work? Did it work? Can you see it?
I can bring this onto the table.
Can y'all tell me if that's showing up? It's not, is it? That's not cool. The batteries are low. The batteries are so low, the light is literally dying while I'm trying to show you. Aw. I must have left it on too long. Light's back on. Blinded by the light. I see red. Hey, Alexandria. Yeah, welcome back. Glad you made it through to the end. Me and Mayo have our twin octans built. He's putting something on the table. I believe is the square foot mock that I just adore.
Yeah,
But
it's
yo, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, it's the square foot cave. Cliff and Cal wanted us to name our mocks, and so it's a cave, and it's mud. So I decided to call it a square foot cave. And so what you might not notice, and what I'm gonna be talking about in the video about this tomorrow, is that the fly guy is secretly imprisoned in there. So
a little behind the scenes.
Squarefoot's got the fly guy trapped. Hey, Chop. Well, I just want to get.
Don't let Mayo know I'm here, as he notices he's here.
That's all I can go. I can go live for because I've got plans at 2:30 p.m.
Yeah.
I always know when you're here because of the shark. A nice bright. I got that light blue shark in the EFP. Yeah.
Got it? No, that's not it. Where is it? Oh, do you have? I did have a carrot. How much time we got? Still got 10 minutes. I got to get the carrot. Where's the carrot?
And so after I built the base construction with some brown parts I bought from the pad wall at the Lego store, I was looking for other brown parts to see what could I splash in here for random detailing. So I used an Indiana Jones whip. I used a stair piece. I used some pieces from trees that are not being used right now. I used a caveman's club. There's Santa's sack. And you got another subscriber.
Oh, surprise, surprise.
And also some random slopes hanging around in front of these bricks I'm using as jail bars. Prison he has. So I'm not sure if Squarefoot's going to try and cannibalize that fly guy or anything. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't imprison another creature if you didn't plan to eat it or something.
Well, it makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, so apparently Chopper's already subscribed to you.
Thanks, Butchup.
Yeah. 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 So
Well, it was Alexandria. Thanks, Alexandria. I appreciate that.
yeah, so I'm happy with the way this came out.
Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna quickly show off the things I've been building. You're gonna get you're gonna see some things that you haven't seen on other socials before. There's the mad scientist.
Oh.
There's the gargoyle.
Nice.
And this is some kind of I forget what this guy is.
Hold on a sec. Hold it there.
He's the one. No, that's all you're gonna see. Keep the rest exclusive.
Okay,
He's
fair enough.
He's the one with the chains.
Oh.
He's the one with the chains, and so I decided to, for his habitat, include a bunch of chain pieces hanging from
I like that.
the wall. Some other small little details which I will talk about eventually. But yeah, so glad we could finish building this set together.
Buttchop says he's a ghost.
So he's a ghost with clothes on.
Yeah. Here's my most recent favorite minifigure I got from the TMC Club. He's got two of the looks like hidden side meat cleavers and some of that hair, that weird green color. He's got two legs for the Olympics, the paraplegic or the Special Olympics there, but he's got flippers on them, and he's got the burning skull torso. He's my new mascot of favoriteness right now. I wish I had hair like that.
Yeah, and this isn't this isn't fully built right now. Some of the pieces have dropped off, but this is the comparison between the OG and the race car driver.
Dual amputee. Oh, cool! You have that one?
Yeah, I've got one built and one new in box, which I'm going to convert into my sig figure.
Awesome.
As an upscaled size.
So you need like print. You need a sticker to put on it to make the torso, right?
Well, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try use plates to make the design of the torso.
Oh, I like that idea. Yeah.
So it has the red. It has the red, yellow, and blue sunset. Going to try to use red, yellow, and blue plates, and it has the black silhouette of the plane flying off into the sunset. I'll have to use black plates to try and make that silhouette.
Yeah, I like that idea. That'd be really nice. Yeah, so dual amputee cleaver guy. So what happened is he's got this. Here's my backstory that I just made up just now on the spot because Buttchop said dual amputee, which made me think, yeah. So what happened was he was in an accident where his legs got chopped off, and now he runs around with meat cleavers. It could be, you could guess and say maybe he was playing with the meat cleavers before he lost his legs.
Yeah, there's a bunch of things people can do with the spooky figs, especially for Series 14 CMFs. That's why Halloween is my favorite time of the year to build mocks.
Yeah, that's a good call.
I like Halloween a lot more than I used to because I can build mocks for
Mhm.
the
Halloween theme. Real
yeah,
easy.
for the spooky and the scary characters, like a
Mhm.
spooky, scary skeleton.
Yeah, or if you're on the Brickable Cows channel, it's spooky, scary skeletons.
Yeah,
You
because of
like
Jack
the
Skellington.
skeleton, yeah. You
Um,
know it.
yeah, you know, I want to do something purple for the witch from series 14. I don't know if I have enough of the purple bricks.
Well, speaking of purple bricks again, that's why I built this little square out of the purple, and I believe it was like some kind of Halo set originally from the Mega Blocks or the Mega Construct. But that purple, I just love the look of it, and maybe now I do, but then I didn't have that much purple Lego, so I built this with the Mega Block stuff instead of Lego for that reason, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, and also,
Purple.
there's a contest. There's a contest that someone is doing. And yeah, there's a contest that someone is doing on Instagram to build Halloween stuff. I was thinking that since both, I'll show these again. Since both of these are grey, I can connect them together to be like a room where
Oh,
the whole thing is the gargoyle's bedroom, and the ghost is just crashing on his couch or and he spends his days all chained up.
oh, that's hilarious. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and so I'm thinking about about posting those as a together mock on Instagram. But then when I do stuff for the minifigure habitat thing I was talking about earlier,
Hmm.
we separate them so that I can post them again as separate shots. So
Yeah.
you'd have to be following me on Instagram to know that they're not the same mock. They are two different mocks combined because that's the modularity of a minifigure habitat.
Right.
Yeah, which is why I like building them ever since March of this year. I found out they're really you can build them in under a day and get a lot of detail into a small space.
Yep. That is so true. And it's
Yeah.
fun to challenge yourself in doing so.
Yeah, and the more I started building habitats because I saw more people posting pictures of theirs on social media, the more I liked to build them, and that's where we are. And I'm glad that we were able to build this set together today. So thanks for watching this stream. It is appreciated. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. I'm going to build more minifigure habitats. I want to build one more at the end of today. Do you have any final thoughts, Hobby?
Well, thank you everybody for joining in on the stream and the comments and hitting that like button. And yeah, hopefully we'll see more from the hooligan over at mayohosko.
Yeah, because who knows, we might have a set that we both have in our inventory that we might build sometime in the end of November. No promises yet, but we might do that. Yeah, and now I need to go film videos about some of my minifigure habitats. Yeah, anyway, so thanks for watching this stream. I'll see you on my next live stream, which will probably be continuing the evolution of the Lego minifigures with TMC Heather. You can go subscribe to Hobby Hooligan on YouTube, follow him on Instagram, and I'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Thank you for watching. Bye.